These power connectors for laptops often go bad because they get yanked back and forth all the time, and when yours starts getting finicky and you find you have to bend it a certain way or put pressure on it, you know that there's a bad connection somewhere in here. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. So here's the power plug. You can see I cut it open with my knife and pulled this part off because it was about to fall off anyway. There are 3 connectors we can see. There's this middle pin here. Then we've got 2 on the outside. There's this wire, which is the main one that was broken. And then there's this one on the other side, which goes in here on this side. So it should attach right in like this, but we need to solder all 3 connections at this point because the connector was that bad. So what we did is we very carefully whittled away all of the plastic enclosure that these wires were in on both ends so that we are able to fully see all 3 of the contacts on both sides. And so here's this piece right here, the barrel, and then here's your the other end of it. The black wire goes here. It's right here on the side. That connects up to the outside. So we can use a continuity test. If I put it on the black wire. Okay, so that's the outside of the barrel. Then if we go on this is where the white wire was attached to. That is the inside of the barrel, not the peg in the middle, but the actual inside of the barrel. And then this middle peg right here goes to the peg inside, straight in the middle of the barrel connector. So with that being said, we're going to trim back these wires, strip them to make the connections cleaner, and then we'll solder them back on where they go. Here's a better shot of the barrel. Middle pin, that's the blue. Here's the side, that's the white wire, and then over here, this is the black wire. And we have this diagram here showing it. So we have completely cut off this little end housing here, and now the wires are fully exposed, and what that'll allow us to do is cut this back shorter, get the wires looking nice and proper, and then we'll be able to slide this guy back on at whatever length we need, and then reattach this. So you won't even really be able to tell, aside from maybe some cut marks in here. Alright, so we got this separated. You just want to gradually pull it off and lightly cut because you don't want to nick the wires inside. And once we get that off, we've got 3 fresh new wires. Alright, so now I'm just gonna tin the wires so that we solder on good. Nice and strong connections. And then we're going to tin the other side as well. I'm just going to trim the ends of these to make sure they're nice and clean. So remember, the middle is blue, the side pad is the white, and then this wire on the side is black. Alright, blue is on to the side pad. Alright, and lastly, get the black wire. Now we're going to put this thing back on, but to make it look nice, since we've cut it, we have some shrink tube here that'll fit over it. So we need to put that on first so that it doesn't shrink beforehand. And now we can put this guy back on. Goes to about there, just like that. Bring the shrink tube around. Now these connectors inside here that we just soldered up, it would be tough for them to touch, but just to make sure, before we put that on, I'm gonna hot glue it so we have a little bit of padding in there. There, now they can't touch. There's no way. All right, slide this guy back up where it goes. Take a lighter, line it up where we want it. The back end here, because it has a lot more to shrink, it takes a little bit more heat. I would say that's not bad. I mean, of course doesn't look brand new, but not bad with the shrink tube on there. All right, let's give this cord a try. Plug it into the wall and then into the laptop. And look at that, we've got a power light. That means it is successfully charging. Here we are with the one that we fixed, and then here's a brand new one. You can tell it's actually not too bad. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.